Shalom, 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 shalom. First and foremost, we give all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Hashem, Hoshai, Ma'ashem, Chadash, double honors to the apostles, the millstone, all to the world. We can let into talking about about Paul. This topic is, how do we know we at the end? Because Yahweh Shai, when he was on the scene, said there would be signs in heaven. All right, and the signs we're gonna go into it, Matthew 24, Luke 21, tokens. Also in second, I believe that's second Ezra. All right, that we'll see. All right, the vision. All right, upwards of the people, earthquakes in diverse places, rumors of war, and that's what's been happening. All right, and I have two videos. All right, probably skim through it. There's another one says
rocket systems, even in the face of warnings from Washington that Turkey could face sanctions if it does. Speaking to CBS News on Sunday, the Turkish leader said that his government would refuse to allow other nations to dictate what weapons it buys. And it is considering placing...
Jeremiah 50 and 51, everyone that has the arrow, all right, will bend their bow and shoot at her, all right? None will break ranks or hit one another. All right, they're going to hit their destination because the Heavenly Father is going to put a spirit upon them. I just wanted to mention that, all right?
In order with Moscow for more S-400 launchers. The Turkish leader stated that in the future, nobody will be able to interfere in terms of what kind of defense systems we acquire, and from which country, and at what level. Nobody can interfere with that. We are the only ones to make such decisions. Erdogan stated that he is looking elsewhere for his armaments, given that it had been shut out of the U.S. F-35 fighter plane program, despite handing over $1.4 billion, and has been denied the opportunity to buy American-made Patriot systems as a result of its previous purchases of the S-400s. Washington also imposed sanctions on the senior Turkish officials over the move last year, despite the nation being a key U.S. ally and a member of the NATO military bloc.
The last couple of years, Turkey been doing trades with Russia. All right, and that Turkey is supposed to be an ally to America, and that's prophecy that the beast shall may hate the whore. All right.
While the sanctions were intended to target Russian influence, a number of officials have also raised concern over the S-400's ability to intercept advanced warplanes operated by the U.S. and its allies, namely the F-35. General Todd Walters of the U.S. European Command said that you cannot operate an F-35 in the vicinity of an S-400, arguing that the launcher could attempt to...
use the point of rumors of war, all right? So rumors of war, so let's go to...
Our building is literally shaking.
To a state that's surely had enough.
Like an earthquake?
Large tremors of this magnitude are uncommon in Australia.
Geologists...
A high alarming rate for the last couple of years. Anybody can say, oh yeah, there was always been famine, there's always been earthquakes, there's always been rumors of war, but it's been at a very heightened rate, all right?
Say the quake is the largest in Southeast Australia since the 1800s.
A state already in shock, shaken again. The tremors echoed as far away as Western Australia and Tasmania, as well as Sydney.
It felt like the whole building was rocking from side to side, like I was on a boat. I thought I was dreaming.
Aftershocks could shake Victoria for weeks to come after a record-breaking earthquake.
A rude awakening. So powerful it shook the earth.
Oh my God.
Several buildings and a hospital were evacuated in Melbourne. The Australian Broadcasting Service breakfast presenters were still in the studio when they felt the tremor.
Oh, I've never had an earthquake in here before.
Shaking live on air.
Jesus, this is quite disturbing.
It is actually. Oh my God.
On the Westgate Bridge.
Holy
Oh, this is scary. Everyone's stopping.
And much closer to the epicentre near the high country town of Lukola, the ski field shook at Mount Buller. Snowboarders and skiers whooshing right through an earthquake.
Looked up, clear sky, thought it was a helicopter, and then realised I think it might have been something a bit bigger.
Breaking news, a 4.3 magnitude earthquake rocking Southern California this evening.
With the epicenter in the city of Carson by 8:30.
Can't wait. And I heard too, how about seeing outside that an earthquake happens in Florida, all right, where all Florida feels it, all right, and all Florida, get rocked. Lord willing, Baba Kushaya, how about Shima Shai by Shima Kakadash,
Hashtag earthquake was the #1 trending topic in the country.
Describing it as a rolling feeling building up to a strong, powerful jolt. And then they say it just ended after that jolt, maybe about 5 seconds, and that was it. But it was felt from Ventura County all the way down to Orange County.
A violent 4.3 magnitude earthquake struck Carson just before 8 o'clock. This is the moment the quake struck from inside the 7-Eleven at Avalon and 223rd in Carson. And from inside the T&B barber shop, you can see the jolt hit, sending folks outside.
Both videos. You've seen them, Jason A. All right, there was another one with
Rocket Systems, even in the face of.
All right, let's get into the scriptures. Let's go to Matthew 24. All right. Matthew 24, here what Yahushua said. And there was a beautiful question that the disciples asked. In Matthew 24, we'll just jump to 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came out to him privately, saying, "Tell us, when shall these things be?" And we are speaking of the end of the world, the end of this age, the end of Esau, Edom ruling, the end of this the wicked vibration upon the earth. And what shall be the sign of thy coming? What shall be the day of the Lord? And of the end of the world, what is eon? Yahushua answered and said to them, "Take heed that no man deceive you." Take heed, listen. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am a Mashiach, and shall deceive many. That you see, a lot of people saying that they're sent by the anointed, or that they're a prophet of the Most High, and they're deceiving many. All right. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Mashiach, and deceive many. And ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. So all these things are leading what to the day of the Lord. All right. For nation shall rise against nation. That's what you're saying. And kingdom against kingdom. That's what you're saying. And there shall be famines. That's what you see. All right. Famine has been spoken of a global famine for the last 2 years. All right. And you see it. You see that your supermarkets shelves are empty. All right. This pestilence, this COVID. And you're going to see more pestilence. Earthquakes in diverse places. Earthquakes happen all day in a 24-hour stretch. And these are the beginning of sorrows. See? These are the beginnings of sorrows. These are the signs. All right? Then shall deliver you up to be afflicted and shall kill you. And you shall be hated for all my nations for my name's sake. And that's what we're coming into this time. And then shall many be offended and shall betray one another and shall hate one another. This will be coming. And many false prophets shall rise. They shall deceive many. And that's what you see them doing. Because the niggas shall bound the love of many shall west coat, and you've seen that as well. But he that shall endure to the end shall be saved. And that's speaking of the elect. All right, that's how we know that we are at the end. All right, is by the signs and tokens that Heavenly Father had told us to watch for. Let's go to Luke 21. Straight to the point. 25, and there shall be signs in the sun, and the moon, and the stars. In the last couple of 3-4 years, we've been seeing more what? Mega moons, red moons, blue moons, eclipse. All right? These are the signs, and sun and moon and stars, and upon the earth, distress of nations. You've seen the distress of nations with perplexities at sea and waves warring, men hearts failing for them for fear, and looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And then shall the Son of Man, who you call you Jesus Christ, Yahushua, coming in cloud with great power and glory, come with the church of Israel, with the host of angels, all right? All right. When these things begin to come to pass, look up and lift up your heads for your redemption draweth nigh. See? So when you start seeing these signs, they say, look up for redemption draweth nigh. So that means that we at the end of this world, the end of this eon. And it's beautiful, man. It's beautiful, Akim. It's beautiful. All right, to see the fall of our enemies that Sirach, the 25th chapter speaks of. Let me go to Second Ezra. No, before I go to Second Ezra, let's go to tokens. Firmament. Ezra 7 and 26. Behold, the time shall come that these tokens, these signs, which I have told thee, shall come to pass, and the bride shall appear, and she the coming forth shall be seen, that now is withdrawn in earth. This is probably was Second Ezra 6. Bear with me, okay. Ezra 6. Okay, let's start at 18, 2 Ezra 6 and 18, and it is said, behold, the days come that I will begin to draw nigh. All right, you see the Heavenly Father will visit the earth they created. We're going to that, how he visited the earth, to visit them that dwell upon the earth. And I'll begin to make an inquisition of them inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be filled. And you see that fulfilled. This is the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled, where you see in Lamentation. All right, and that hurt unjust with unrighteousness. All right, you know who that is. Speaking of Esau, Edom, hurting we did unto the children of Israel. And when the world that shall let me slow down again. When the world that shall begin to vanish, the end of this world, the end of this eon, our way shall be finished. Then will I show the tokens, signs. The book shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. And that's what you see. The children of a year old shall speak with their voices. As you see, that's another sign. Woman with child shall bring forth untimely children, 3-4 months old, and they shall live and be raised up. And you see that. And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty. And that's what you see. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth the they shall be afraid. And that's all the signs. These are signs. So let's go into Isaiah 29. All right, Isaiah 29 and 6. Thou shalt be visited of Yahweh of hosts with thunder and with earthquakes and great noise, and with storms and tempests and flame of devouring fire. So all these things been at a height, or a great, been increasing over the years, man. All over the world. Unprecedented, man. And then we'll end that Second Ezra 9. That's how we know we at the end of the world. Second Ezra 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thy time diligently in itself, and what thou seest part of the signs, what signs that we've been reading, that's been in the prophets, our New Testament, Old Testament, all right, even in the law, all right, in Deuteronomy you have some, and the signs which I have told thee before, and that then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world he made, and we already seen how the Heavenly Father visit the world. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, you're going to see all type of earthquakes happening in diverse places and upwards all over the world. Then shalt thou will understand that the Most High spoke of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and the end is manifesting. See, the end is manifesting. Even so the times also the highest have plain beginnings and wonders or powerful works and ending effects and signs, man. You know, all right, and that's how we know exactly what time, you know, we don't know the exact day or the exact time and hour, but we know, all right, what are the signs to look for to the coming of the day of the Lord, the coming of Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai. All right, so we're going to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai, B'Shem Al-Kakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone, and citation.